Hey folks, Good Guy Glenn here, and today is Thursday, February 8th, 2024. I'm in Dalton, Georgia, at the LG warehouse. This place is so brandy new, it doesn't show up on the GPS. So there's more to this story. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So yesterday, I delivered in Chattanooga, and I drove to this really cool kind of truck stop. It only had limited spaces. It was a Weigel truck stop right across the street for where I delivered paper. Like literally, I pulled out of that parking lot and pulled into this parking lot, got a spot, and bedded down for the night. Woke up this morning, got this load down here in Dalton, Georgia, going out to South Carolina. Trouble started the minute I started trip planning. Now, listen, folks, this is why it's important to trip plan, because Copilot was telling me to go to Bowman, Georgia, 200 miles away, when really this was 37 miles away from Chattanooga. Rand McNally couldn't find it because, according to Rand McNally, I'm in the middle of a field right now. The only place that had it was Google Maps. So I found it on Google Maps. I followed Google Maps down here because we're in northern Georgia. I was pretty positive we were staying on the highway, which we were, 75 to here. There were no overpasses to worry about, so Google Maps was okay to follow here, and I didn't have much of another choice. I get here, and the bosses come out. They're Korean, because LG is a Korean company, and they're asking me why I wasn't here yesterday when I was supposed to be. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was delivering paper yesterday. I just got this load. I showed them, you know, my T-call. They're like, oh, sorry, the other driver never showed up. Well, after seeing what happened, he probably drove where the company GPS took him, and that's it. That's all she wrote. He's 200 miles to the wind. Folks, listen, you got a trip plan. I mean, the first thing I learned here was that Copilot was wrong almost most of the time. It takes me to the wrong place all the time. Rand McNally ain't much better. And Google isn't always good either. So between the three, you have to search things out on satellite view and hope for the best. But if you're just gonna blindly hit buttons on your Qualcomm and hope that you go to the right place, you're not going to the right place. Still a green light. They haven't started loading me yet. No big deal. I'm gonna bring this load over. I'm gonna try to deliver it today. It says tomorrow, but if this is late, I don't mind dropping it today. It'll drop a little bit late for me, but I don't care. I'm just in good spirits right now, and I just want to get this done and get on with the next adventure. Been here for a while, man. And still no red light. I don't know what we're waiting for. They acted like this had to go out right away, and now we're just sitting. Maybe this is one of those weird things that these DCs do. When they feel like you're late, they punish you by not loading you or unloading you on time. Meanwhile, I just got this thing. I came right over as soon as this load came in from Chattanooga. I have the very first loading dock, door 1. So everyone's got to pass me to come in. I wonder if the fact that the trailer is dirty is a problem, because when I opened up the doors when I got here to back into the dock, I noticed WestRock had left a disaster behind in the trailer. All those mats they put the paper on are all back there. And I don't know if I'm allowed to go in there and clean it up, because there's a dumpster right here, so I'd be able to. If it gets me out of here faster, I don't mind doing it. But whatever. Yeah, this morning, the sunrise was beautiful. I was in certain kind of spirits, feeling a little bit sad this morning. Had nothing to do with OTR. It had just personal stuff going on at home. I was just thinking about things, and it's made me a little sad. No biggie. Well, wait 5 more minutes and then I'll eat my banana. These bananas are getting a little bit ripe. Thinking that the last time I got bananas was in Cumming, Georgia, before I went down to Florida. I bought a big bushel, which isn't always a good idea because the last couple get sketchy. I mean, they're still edible, but they're so sweet. My father used to tell me that if you eat over-ripened bananas, you'll get drunk because they're starting to ferment. And then we watched one of those wild nature shows, and it showed the monkeys eating the bananas off the trees, and they were eating the rotten bananas, and they were getting wasted, allegedly. I mean, I don't know. This is a weird setup here. This is a brand new facility. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but the GPS has us in the middle of a field or woods or whatever. And Copilot will look over here for a good laugh. This is where Copilot thinks we're going. Look at that. 174 miles away for pickup. But I'm here and checked in, and it was only 37 miles. So I can't blame the other Western driver who never showed up to pick this up because he didn't know. You know, he didn't know better. And, you know, they tell you in orientation, they tell you in trucking school, they tell you everywhere that, like, you gotta do a trip plan. But something I noticed since I've been talking to truckers out here is a lot of their CDL schools didn't impart any of this knowledge on them. They guess it was like a 2-week course, literally 2 weeks. I was at my school for 2 months. So I guess we learned a heck of a lot more stuff. We also had a lot more behind the wheel time than I feel a lot of these average guys had. I spent so much time backing at my school. We'll just pick this thing up. We'll boogie over to South Carolina. I don't know if I could drop this early. The phone number on a T call is 1111111. That's certainly not really their phone number. And I can't even find them on Google, which is never a good sign. I'll go over to South Carolina and I'll figure it out from there. Well, it's been 2 hours. We're still here. Still have the green light. No red light. Nobody's been in a trailer. This place is deserted. There's one other truck here waiting to load. He's been here just about as long as I have. So it's not like they're busy. So I don't know what's going on here. All I know is they seemed like in a big hurry to get this load out of here, and they're not in a big hurry to load me. And every hour that ticks away is another hour where it's just not getting delivered. What? Yeah, sure, come on up.
Okay. What was the loan number for you?
Order is this one? 095046669? Or is it this one, 1469? Because one's a bill of lading. Is the right one or no?
No, it's a different loan.
It's a different load?
Yeah.
Oh, because I complained to my company today about it.
No. You're here to pick up the right shipment. The guy who missed the pickup yesterday.
That's a different shipment?
That's a different shipment. I thought you were here to recover that one.
No.
You're not. Okay, we're good. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Sorry that happened.
No problem.
You know what I think happened is the GPS doesn't know where it is. He probably got lost.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you. They couldn't find me. I don't know if you caught all of that. They couldn't find me. I'm in dock 1. I was appointed this dock by their security who picks out where everybody goes. I went and checked into shipping 2 hours ago this morning. She has my phone number. Nobody could call me on the phone. Like, what's going on here? I mean, I'm trying not to get mad. I'm not mad. I'm just a little bit upset because I got a ways to go and I like to control my own clock, and this is a little bit crazy. Just load me so I could get going. So this doesn't deliver till 8 o'clock tomorrow. I need to get moving so I could get close to where I'm going. Well, now I feel stupid. This is completely my mistake. My pickup time, my appointment time wasn't till 1900, and I got here first thing in the morning. I was so eager to get the hell out of Chattanooga that I pre-tripped and I just got the hell out of there. And I didn't even check the appointment time. This can seriously screw me up because this delivers tomorrow at 0800. So I might screw myself with the clock. They're gonna try to load me now, and I'm gonna shoot over to South Carolina and try to fix this. I should have really paid attention. I feel dumb. This isn't the first time I've done this either. I just like wanna go, and my DM always tells me try to pick up early. It's not his fault. I didn't check. He didn't say go pick up early. If I don't run out of hours, I'll be okay driving it. You just gotta pay attention, man. You gotta look at your dates, but you have to look at your times. And I don't know why I didn't look at the pickup time. I guess because it was at LG, and these are usually drop-in hooks. Or if they're live loads, they're like, they go in and out. And it just doesn't seem like, I don't know. There's no excuse. I feel really, like, really stupid. This is like such a rookie mistake. And I know I'm new, but I'm not that new. I don't know. And the problem is I've made this mistake before. Or maybe not necessarily made a mistake as in, like, more like I didn't pay attention. Or I went early because I wanted to just, like, get ahead. All right, I was under the impression that they were going to load me early. And they're not going to load me early, I don't think. No one's talked to me. It's 1300. This was supposed to pick up at 1900. I rushed over here because I was really eager. And now I'm in a pickle. I mean, I have 12 hours on my 14 and 10 hours on my drive, and I can drive this out. But now I don't know, like, how the next day is going to go or anything like that. That, and we'll top off with the fact that I finished unloading yesterday at 1500, and I got to that truck stop that I laid over at, and I slept in because the Qualcomm didn't send me anything. I didn't get any loads to pick up. And then this morning I got something, and I jumped up, did my pre-trip, got the hell out of there. I didn't check the time. I was so concerned with the GPS mess up that I just wanted to get here the right place. And now I'm sitting here for hours, and they're apparently not going to load me early, even though they don't got nothing going on here. They could easily load me. They've loaded other trucks, you know. And so I'm just like doing mathematics in my head, trying to figure it out. Like, if they were to load me right now, and I could get over to the truck stop that is 3 miles down the road by 2 o'clock, let's say, I'll take my 10 hours there, starting at 2, get up at midnight, and run this straight through the night. I don't have a problem doing that. But if I run this at 7, and then I dilly-dally in this parking lot for another couple of hours, then my 10 restarts. And it stinks because I slept in late this morning, so I got a bunch of sleep for last night into today. So if I tried to go to sleep right now, it's going to be very difficult to sleep. I'm not really worried about that part. I'll make it happen. The black dog won't get me. Yeah, what a disaster. And you know what? After the last time I did some shenanigans like this and I saved it, I said I would never do this again, and I just did it again. And so many times the broker does put the wrong time down. And so many times you can get loaded early. And then you get to some places where they're just strict on when they're going to load you. But the problem I have here is I checked in with security, who gave me a door, told me to go drop my paperwork with shipping. I dropped my paperwork with shipping. She took my phone number and says, I'll call you when you're done being loaded. Nobody told me I was early, where I could have turned the heck around and went and laid low at a truck stop until, if you were going to stick to the 1900 time. So then I come to find out that since this facility is new, everyone working here is new. So everyone dropped the ball. So I failed myself. So I went back in there. Wanted to see what's really going on. They're not going to load me till 1900. That's that. They're like, honestly, not going to load me. And the guy I spoke to this time wasn't like the last guy I spoke to. He was Mr. Matter of Fact. Like, well, what time's your appointment time? And I said 1900. He goes, well, then that's when you'll get loaded. Like, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. So, this place is empty. And when I went inside, there's a lot of guys standing around on their phones on forklifts. Just saying. We'll deliver. I don't care. Run vampire hours. I just don't want to run out of hours. Tomorrow's probably going to be a disaster unless I could stay here past my 11. But even then, I have more than enough hours. I have 11 hours, well, 10 hours to run this over. Getting it there is not a problem. It's just tomorrow is going to be messed up. So the loader came and he said that it's picked and he's loading me right now. He's in my trailer loading me up. Guy saved my life. Now I'm going to drive out, start running wicked early tomorrow to have this delivered. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I decided I'm gonna shoot over to this truck stop that's 3 miles down the road. We're gonna try to get a spot and shut down, and then we're gonna start running at midnight and run straight on through the South Carolina at midnight. That's the move. That's what we're doing. This is crazy. This road. That dog was eating roadkill. Jeez. What makes this road more treacherous than it being narrow is the fact that the ditch on the side is like 4 or 5 feet deep. We'll boogie to the truck stop. This makes the most sense. Because if we shut down, in the next couple minutes, we could start running again at midnight with a fresh clock. Get there by 8 o'clock at our drop off and be set. Northern Georgia's real nice too. I gotta tell you, man, Georgia's a nice state. Just keep me away from Atlanta. Yeah, I can't stand Atlanta. I'm gonna do a video on that. I have a lot to say about Atlanta, boy. This truck stop coming up here. I believe this is what this is called, 19.
Your destination is on the left.
So that loader over at LG did me a solid. He loaded me. I'm at the truck stop. I got a spot. It's 14:30. I'm gonna start running at midnight. We're gonna run straight through, and we're gonna make South Carolina by our 8 a.m. drop dead time. That's 8 hours, well, 7 hours to make a 6-hour run. It's a little bit tight, but it's not bad. And yeah, man, thank God for that kid. I want to give a big shout out to Tess from Western Express. Saw him today at LG. He gave me, he came over. He knew who I was. We had a little talk. Good for him. I wish him all the best. I hope he's safe. And yeah, man, we're blessed. We're blessed that we managed to fix our screw up today. And maybe I'll treat myself to Arby's. So today, I learned something. 19 is owned by Pilot. So, in my opinion, it's only a matter of time before Pilot owns Love's. And basically, there's just Pilot. That would be interesting. But yeah, that's what we learned today. That, and gotta be, slow down. Don't be in such a rush. Check all your numbers on your T-Call, man. I know sometimes they'll load you early. Today worked out for me, and they loaded me early, and I got out of there at 2 o'clock, 1400. It's not always worth the risk. Because now I lucked out, and my clock will turn. I'll get all my hours back at midnight. Not that I don't have hours now. I would have gotten there at 2000 if I left now. But then for tomorrow, that only leaves me with a couple of hours, so I can drop. And then what? Really nothing. Like the day would be shot tomorrow. So now I could drive, and then I have half a day, after I drop, to pick up and move on to the next thing. So it's just a balancing act, man. It's all a matter of like how it is. Like, I could have got out there with 3 hours left on my clock. 3 hours isn't a lot of time for tomorrow. You know what I mean? At least now, not much better, but I don't know. It just seems to work out for me. We'll see. What do I always try to tell you? Is that things will work out for you. Today's a perfect example for me. I figured out that that Copilot was taking me the wrong way, and I found my way to the right place. So that worked out for me. I wasn't supposed to load until 1900, and the guy was adamant about it. But one of the loaders and me, we got along pretty well. So he said he would load me because he already has my load picked, and he loaded me, and I got my paperwork at the office, and I got my seals on, and I'm off to South Carolina. This truck stop, this 19 Pilot truck stop, is literally down the street from where I picked up. So I got in here, so I could run decent tomorrow, and we'll see what happens, man. That's what it's all about. God is good. Remember that always. He may not always give you what you want, but he'll always give you what you need. Stay motivated, be happy, be safe, do your pre-trip, say your prayers, and love your family. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so when I drop another video, you get a notification. Once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Thanks for watching.